This mini clip for the Opogo community is how to develop yourself as an educator. So why have I used the word educator? Because we cover all aspects. We make sure that the child is prepared, not just for primary school, not just for secondary school, but for life. We are looking at that child and seeing how we can prepare them for the global community. It's really important that we keep abreast of all changes, not just what happens locally, but nationally, but globally. The global community has become much smaller in one sense because of the digital age, and now there's competition across all countries where every parent and every state wants their children to succeed. So it's our job to make sure that we plan for 10 years ahead. So if we're looking at the child in 2018, we're actually equipping them for skills for 2028. It's really important as educators we understand what skill does the child need, how are we going to develop this, and what are we going to be putting in place in order to ensure that they are fully equipped to meet the demands of the global workplace. For many of us, we have grown up with different styles of education, but they will be competing with people with many different types of education throughout the world. In this digital age, the job is open to a much wider audience. In addition, it is a really challenging time for young people with student loans, with university chances. Everything is quite a challenge for them. How are we going to ensure that that child is mentally and socially fit in order to cope with workplace demands and also life demands? As educators, we need to make sure that we are reading the latest research. We're also trying out our own research within the classroom. If you've got an idea, try it out. Try it out at grassroots. See if it works. If it doesn't, adapt it. If it doesn't work, you've tried it and you can adapt it and improve it to make sure that another system works. Share it. If it's something that accelerates progress, make sure you share it where you have shown visible impact in the progress rates of children. It's not just about progress rates academically, it's about whether or not that child is socially literate and also emotionally literate. All those things are going to make sure that that child has a good grounding and able to cope with the demands of life. The other thing as teachers we can do is continue to collaborate and continue to talk. No idea is ever poor. Every idea has its value, and share your ideas. Don't be scared of giving it away. Make sure your ideas are free and accessible, because by sharing your ideas and sharing them with other colleagues and other practitioners, you will be able to generate fresher and new ideas, and you will refresh yourself. Make a point of networking, not just with educational professionals, network with social workers. These are people who work with children. Network with leaders in other schools. Ensure that each time you are learning. The other thing is magpie. The best teachers, even the most experienced teachers, will magpie ideas and think they will trial this out. Last thing though is be discerning. What one successful idea maybe for one school might not be right for your class. Be discerning, have your own judgment, because at the end of the day it's your instincts that allow you to progress. Lastly, look at all the different researches that are going out within schools, but also what's happening in international arenas. Every country wants education to be the best in the world. And as a teacher, we are there to learn. We are continuing to be learning and being part of the community, and sharing ideas is a core principle of teaching. Always try to be humble. I know it's easy, but remember, we are all teachers at the end of the day. The head teacher started as a teacher, the senior deputy head, the senior leaders and deputy heads started as teachers, and they are really important in making sure that you have your CPD developed and you are allowed to become a successful practitioner. But most of all, you can also challenge them and make sure that you deepen their knowledge about what's going on in their school too. Above all, make sure that you continue to develop as a practitioner. By developing, you'll maintain your freshness, you'll think deeper, and you will also understand how to move forward in a very challenging 21st century global climate.